Festive season is here and the economy is hoping for a big consumption boost with people ready with their shopping carts. One big sector looking at demand picking up is the gems and jewelry sector, especially the diamond industry. While the love for gold is eternal in India, can forever demand for diamonds also outshine the yellow metal for this season? And with lab-grown diamonds gaining popularity fast as well, the industry is now looking at catering to all budget levels. So where should you be spending your moolah to add more glitter to your festivities this season? Let's find out. Joining in on the show with me are Colin Shah, founder and MD of Kama Jewelry. Also joining in is Lisa Muketkar, founder and CEO of Okera Jewelry. Welcome to both of you to India Today, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Well, first up, Colin, let me just take this discussion with you. The peak demand season is right here. You know, what is the demand outlook that you see for diamonds this time vis-a-vis the last year trends?
This festival, it seems to be a little stronger than last year. April, May, June, and July were tepid, and they weren't as strong as I would say the same period last year. But getting into season, the number of weddings that we are seeing this year is maybe at an all-time high. The gold price correcting a little in the last 1 month is definitely going to help, because the Indian consumer does tend to buy more jewelry when they see a slight correction in the gold price. And natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds, we are seeing definitely a 10 to 15% higher demand than what we saw last year.
Okay, but what about the prices, especially when we talk about the natural diamond prices? I guess there's been a substantial dip as well over there. Reports have suggested that the prices have slipped about 35% in the past 18 months. Could you help us with the reasons? Why is that?
First of all, they haven't dipped 35%, so I'll make a slight correction over there. Yes,
Okay.
They have corrected, from the peak prices that we saw after the pandemic. In the larger stones, they maybe corrected 10 to 25%. And in the smaller diamonds, the correction is more like 5 to 10%, depending on the color clarity and, various other parameters. But having said that, they're definitely, I would say, at a low price, and that's good for the consumer who's looking to invest in diamonds this season, because they will only see an upside going into the next 1 to 3 years.
Okay, you do hope for an uptick coming in over the next 1 to 3 years. Let me also get Lisa right here. Lisa, a lot of people are still not fully aware or do have a large doubt whether they must try buying the lab-grown diamonds. How authentic are they? How, do they compare with the natural diamonds? Help us understand first, what is, have the myths around lab-grown diamonds been largely clarified, and what have been the trends in India? Is there enough demand for lab-grown diamonds?
So Sakshi, I think there's very clearly not just a growing interest, but a growing intent to actually buy. We have seen the knowledge levels on grown diamonds increase substantially in the last 8 to 10 months. You can see consumers walking into stores and saying, I've heard of this, I know what it is, can I have some? Sorry. So this is a remarkable shift that we've seen happening. And I think people are coming into stores with two pieces of knowledge. One is that there is no difference between grown diamonds and mined diamonds. And the second is that there's a cost advantage. So in terms of, the myths around it, yes, there have been some about whether there is a buyback and exchange on this. And yes, there very much is a buyback and exchange on grown diamonds, just the way it is on any jewelry in India. I think the important thing is that we have very, very beautiful jewelry coming out in grown diamonds. Consumers are there, for grown diamonds. They're interested in buying it. There is clearly a surging demand for grown diamonds.
Okay, so tell us, like you say, that there is a cost advantage. How are the lab-grown diamonds really priced vis-a-vis the natural diamonds? Is there a remarkable difference, say, between a 1-carat natural diamond and a 1-carat lab-grown diamond?
Yes, there is a difference. The difference varies on the size of stone. So it could go anywhere between 25 to 30% on the smaller diamonds, up to 80 to 90% on the very large solitaires that you're talking about. But I think there has been so much, noise around just the price. There is a price advantage, and that's great for consumers because they now have an option as well. But there's more to grown diamonds. I think we're doing it a disservice by just talking about the price. You get really very beautiful jewelry made from it. We get jewelry made with different shapes, larger sizes of diamonds, and I think that's what women want. They want variety, they want larger diamonds and beautiful jewelry. So I think it's important to also focus on all of that rather than just the price advantage. There is one, but there's a lot more than that that comes along with grown diamonds.
Okay, could you specify a little bit more on that or expound more upon that? What are the other advantages that one can look forward to?
So what we had earlier was really round, brilliant diamonds, right? Just now, jewelry that you have made with grown diamonds has a lot with marquise, cushion, heart shape, princess cut, all the various shapes. You can actually have those now and in larger stone sizes. So that offers tremendous opportunity when it comes to design, and I think that's something that consumers want, consumers really look for, and now they can get that. So I think that's an enormous advantage that grown diamonds offer.
Okay. Colin, let me bring you in then. On the return on investment, you did say that you're positive on the uptick that one could really hope to see or get as far as natural diamonds are concerned over the next 1 to 3 years perspective. But vis-a-vis gold, if we compare, then what kind of appreciation can one hope to get when one invests in diamonds versus gold?
See, gold is a store of value, and you can't really compare the two. Last 50 years or 70 years, if you go back even to independence, gold has consistently given a 5% appreciation year on year to anybody who invested. So you can't, and it's pegged against most currencies globally. It's still economically extremely important. You have central banks buying. So while there is no comparison between the two, gold, if you have to park a significant amount of money, you need, like I would say a lot of gold. And diamonds, you can have a relatively, large amount being parked in, say, a few diamonds. So that's the difference. In terms of appreciation or liquidity, gold is definitely, I would say hands-on with it.
Okay. Lisa, you did say that, there are enough buybacks and exchange offers that exist with the even lab-grown diamonds as well. But the price appreciation, how does that get decided? What are the factors that really affect the prices of lab-grown diamonds? Because right now there may be limited manufacturing that happens in India, but going forward, next 10, 15 years, as the manufacturing really scales up, the supply outlies demand, then what happens?
Yeah. So Sakshi, of course, I'm saying this is a commodity and its price is dictated by demand and supply, right? So yes, supply could definitely increase, but I don't think there's any doubt about the demand increasing and how much it is going to, overtake supply. I'm saying it's to be seen, but it just stands to reason that grown diamonds that offer the kind of value that they do are going to see a significant growth in the coming years. Conservative estimates are, 5 times in the next 2 to 3 years. If the US is any yardstick to go by, that market grew 10 times in 4 years. So as demand increases, prices will increase, and this will have a significant advantage even in buyback and exchange.
Okay. At this point, Lisa, just wanted to get some clarification out of the way. I think just about 3 or 4 days back, I was reading in news that one of the largest manufacturers and producers of lab-grown diamonds in US, they have filed for bankruptcy. Is that also to do with lowering of demand? I mean, is that something that one should be concerned about?
Look, the specifics on why they went bankrupt, I wouldn't be able to comment on.
Sure.
But one does know that when there is a disruption in the market, there are some fallouts of that. And we are witnessing a disruption just now in the market. Things will settle down, and mined diamonds and grown diamonds will beautifully coexist. Consumers will choose one or the other. And I'm saying the market will expand overall, and I think that there can be no doubt about. The overall diamond jewelry market will expand. The overall jewelry market will expand, and I think there's enough and more for everyone to have. So
Okay, I'm glad that you made that point. Let me get Colin on that as well. You know, Lisa really makes a point that, you know, she does believe that both natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds will have a place of their own in future and they will continue to coexist. What would your expert really talk about going forward into the future? What will be?
I totally echo what Lisa just said. I don't think it's this or that. It's rather this and that. When they want fashion, they want larger stones, things which they can travel with very easily. It will be lab grown. And when there is some kind of investment, emotional connect, then it's going to be natural. So I do see, some consumers will buy either one, and there will be a set of consumers who will buy both. But I think both industries in the long term will flourish. In the short term, just like we're seeing the entire world going through a very volatile period with inflation, high interest rates, oil, wars happening, so we're in this very turbulent phase right now. And our industry, like any other industry, is also equally affected. But I think in the long term, everything will do well.
But this festive season, you still believe that it is likely to be much better off than the previous season that we saw?
Yes, I do believe that, because India is a little bit insulated from, I think, what's happening in the world. The export industry isn't, but the domestic industry is. And hence, this festival season in India will be strong because of all the other reasons.
Lisa, last word from you on the demand trends this festive season for lab-grown diamonds?
Well, I think it's already begun, Sakshi. We're clearly seeing, the markets buzzing. You can see jewelry stores full. The mood is extremely upbeat. Jewelry desire is very high. It's very up there. So I think we have only good times to look forward to. We're going to have an excellent season.
Okay, we'll have an excellent season. Okay, then on that note, season's greetings to both of you as well. And many thanks for joining us on this special edition.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.